Hey guys, so today we'll be looking at this HAUSHOF. It is a wet-dry upholstery vacuum cleaner. So it's going to come in a box like this. Basically, you're going to see that it is taped across the top. This is my first time seeing it, so we're going to see it all together. It's going to have several pieces. It has here. You can see that it has a spot for liquids. It has several different attachments here. And then the unit itself, 20 to 30 pounds. It's very sturdily made, as you see here. So you're going to notice two different things here. First off is the quick connects here that you will use to disassemble the top. Make sure this is it. And then you will push this button to release it, and it pulls it out. Inside, there are a lot of pieces here as well. You have a filter. Your filter will go on like such. Just, you notice there's only one way to put this on because the bottom is sealed off. Make sure you have it locked into place when you put it on. So your filter is there. There are several attachments. There is a cup for measuring your cleaning solution. See, this is a spot and stain cleaner. It has several different attachments because you're going to use this for cleaning and for sweeping. There are the wheels that you can add to it. There is another filter cover, and there is instructions. So when you look fluid in when you're cleaning or sweeping. This is what your unit itself will look like, and on the bottom you will see the spot for your wheels into place. Got to put a little torque behind them because they kind of like a wet dry vac. Everything in here, you have all those in. Now it's ready to roll. Now you're going to notice it has two different ways. So you can hook one up here, that's for sweeping. The other one is up here. So there's various ways to hook up for sweeping. Here. When you're doing dry, you're going to want to use this one, this filter. Because if you're using wet, you're not going to want that filter on. You're going to switch. If you use this for wet, you will ruin your filter. So you need to switch between this one and this one, depending upon what you're doing. If you're sweeping up something that's wet, you're going to want this kind of a filter. If you're sweeping something that's dry, you're going to want this kind of filter. The parts for you see the first nozzle that we showed you, we took out. That is the carpet nozzle for cleaning carpets, couches, whatever. And you have a handheld nozzle. That's for cleaning, sweeping chairs, car interiors. This is nice for car interiors. I like this. Floor brush is the big wide one, which is right here. And then you have a crevice tool. There's, like I told you, the wet sponge is for wets. And when you're doing dry, you want the dry one. And then you have all your extensions. So basically, when these hook together, right here, this is the one for cleaning. This is the first one we showed you. This is the one that we're going to use for cleaning. Everyone knows how to sweep, so we're not going to show you the sweeping function. We might just do some simple sweeping, but everyone knows how to do that. What we're wanting to show you is the cleaning carpet, the cleaning option. So we're going to need this filter on. This is the wet filter. When you're reinstalling this, make sure that you have this piece right here where the switch is at to the back, because what you're going to do is slide this into the unit behind it. It has to go in like that and snap into place. What it does is that makes sure that these lock in so it doesn't move, and it also makes sure that this piece goes inside so that your fluid goes inside. Measure out our liquid, put it in with hot water or warm water. This is for just normal sweeping. This is for normal sweeping as well. You'll notice it doesn't have any attachment. No, these two are your cleaners. You'll notice these because they have the spot here and here to attach the line for cleaning. So what we're going to do, we're going to try these out. This one is for couches, chairs, anything small. When you want to go large like the floor, you're going to be using this unit here. So we're going to attach these. Each one, you'll notice each one has a piece like this. And they will basically just slide in. And they will click into place. You have a quick release valve when you're done. but when you hear them click, that means they're sealed. So we're going to put each one of these in like so till they click. Then the handle, which will have your solution spreader, is right here. So when you're going to clean, you're going to push this button to release the liquid. So we're just going to plug this one in here till it clicks like that. Then this will go in the front right here with this unit. Look here, there's a twist. You got to get the lined up and then twist it, and it's installed properly. And then the same here, this will just go in. It has the plugs, line those up as well, and twist. Before I clean this spot, you're going to see I walked inside. I did not make sure that my feet were clean. So remember when I told you when you're sweeping, you want to make sure you have on this one. So I had to go ahead, switch those out, make sure that there's nothing caught inside. Line this up so that it's on. You have to make sure that it's all the way down and then latch it into place. So you want to make sure that you change the filter because you're going to sweep. Now remember, this is a wet dry vac. So you have to make sure you hook it up to the right spot. We have it here, we have here. So this top piece, if you hook it up to the top piece, you're going to notice there's two buttons. One is for cleaning, your cleaning solution, which is going to be here once we can do it. The other one is for the vacuum. But remember, this is a wet dry vac. So if you put it on this one, you're not going to get vacuum. It blows. So make sure that you install it to the right one. The vacuum one should be the one in the front. The one on the top is a blower. So you make sure that you hook it up to the right one. This one should vacuum for us. Turn it on. It has very good suction. So now we're going to vacuum. You hear the vacuum sound. Remember that we just did this. So now we're going to get this ready for... So you're going to switch these out because we are going to use the cleaning function. Make sure that you switch these out, otherwise you'll ruin your filter. Then we're also going to reinstall this piece here. Now, before we do that, I'm going to go ahead and get the cleaning solution ready and put it in. So I'm not going to make a full one, so I'm only making half. So I'm only going to fill this halfway up. Then I'm going to use warm water. So this is filled right to here. We're just going to put it inside here. Make sure we reattach these like I showed you earlier. They click into place. That way you know it's there. Make sure you have the correct filter on right there. And then these will just lock into place. Now, we're going to use this tip. This is your cleaning tip. You'll see the scrubbing brushes. It also has the spot here that when you hook it up, the spray will come out this nozzle right there. So make sure you click it into place. All these need to be clicked. If they're not clicked, they're not tight, and you're going to get leak. So you want to make sure everything is, remember this is pushed in and twisted, pushed in and twisted, pushed in and twisted. And then if you want to release this later, you just pull the switch. The switch is for in and out. Okay. Now we're going to, this is your cleaner. So we're going to see if we can show you the cleaning solution when I turn it on. Right there, see it? That is your spray coming out. And you see it right here? That's our cleaning solution. And you see the spot is going away on the floor. That's exactly what I wanted. See, the spot is disappearing. Cleaning solution is working. You're just basically squeezing this trigger and scrubbing at the same time, and it's cleaning away the solution. When we're done, we will vacuum this up. So we're going to keep cleaning, and we'll show you what it looks like when it's done. So it got rid of the stains that I was wanting to get rid of. So just remember, this is your cleaning solution. So we cleaned it. Now we're going to need to vacuum it up because it's going to be wet. You're going to want to change your filter here. You don't turn that on until you change your filter because we just used the water, we cleaned. Now we need to sweep up the moisture. We're going to use the vacuum part for that and the other tip. You want to make sure that you use this one when you're sweeping wet. So we're going to be sweeping a wet spot. So I'm not going to change the filters because we're sweeping wet. We don't want to ruin this filter. But I wanted to show you why this was, we don't switch. This is pulling this on here. So it's going to also, where we vacuumed, it's going to pull the water out as well. So this will get wet. If I was to switch these, that would ruin that filter or get it very bad, take a long time to work. So when I said I'm going to switch them, I just remembered that I'm sweeping wet, so I'm not going to switch them. And I just wanted to show you why. You can disconnect the cleaning unit now because we're not going to be using that anymore. Now I'm going to vacuum. So we cleaned the mud stains and then we swept the area. So once again, we're going to be doing water. So you want to make sure that you have the plain sponge filter on, not the regular filter. So what I'm going to do here is I want to change this from sweeper mode to cleaning up a wet spill. You're just going to take these two clips, push those inward, and this piece will come out. This allows for the better seal because I'm going to dump some water, and I'm going to show you the wet dry back part of this. So basically, I'm just going to take this, plug it in. I've removed my rubber piece. You don't have to, but it will work better. So let's say I'm in someplace and I dump water everywhere. I just turn this on. You can hear wrapped up. And dry the area. This is if you have a big spill. This is really good for a big spill. Let's say you're in your garage or anywhere, and you'll see it vacuums it up real fast, a lot faster than you would with towels. Now you have two different options. You can either let it air dry since we're outside, or if I wanted to, remember the option I told you earlier, I can put this on here into a blower mode. And this will now blow instead of vacuum. And I can try to blow it. It will dry anything that I did not get. You see the air blowing here? Now it's cold outside, so it's not going to dry fast. But anything I didn't get, I can blow like this. With that, it's blowing it off. So let's say there's residual that you don't want, you can just blow it away. So that's what handy. You can use this for sweeping. You can use this for cleaning carpet, cleaning couches, cleaning cars. You can use it for vacuuming indoor, outdoor. If you have a spill, you can use it to clean the spill. You can use it to blow something out of the way, like a small low blower. And we're going to show you inside of this where I swept up where we had the water spill. You're going to see down in the bottom, there is all the water that dumped. So it cleaned it up, just like we said. So all that water I dumped is now in here, and it's saved. That's why you want to make sure this is wet. So when you're done with this, you're going to take it out. This is also where I shampooed. You see it picked it up. You're going to want to take this out and let it dry. Make sure you have the right filter. Usually you remove this to try to clean the water. We're going to see if it does it with it in or not. So you'll know whether or not you have to remove it for it. We're going to find out. So we're going to dump the water. Make sure you put this back, because you see now you had it in blow mode. So you want it back in vacuum mode. So now I'm just going to dump the water like we did before. Turn the vacuum on. It looks like it will still pick up. Actually, it does a really good job. Not quite as fast. It's not quite as fast, but it is vacuuming it up with no problems at all. It looks like it might actually be getting cleaner than what it's removed. It just doesn't pick it up as fast. But it actually did just as good, if not a better job. So you are right. This is actually my wife's idea. So you see it picks it up. The only difference is this has a cleaning piece on it. That's why it doesn't vacuum it up as fast, but it does have this. Actually, you don't have to remove this. It depends on how fast you want to vacuum it up. So what I did was the first time I had it off there, it vacuumed it up faster because it was sealed against the ground, but it does a better job cleaning when you have this piece in. So it's up to you how you want to do it. If you're in a big hurry because it's a big spill, maybe you want to take it out. If it's not, you can go ahead and leave that in and use it. It's because it also has the sweeping bristles, so it sweeps while it's doing it. This is really nice. We showed you the vacuuming. We showed you how to clean your carpet. We showed you how to suck up water with it. So this has a lot of uses. You can use it as a vacuum. We did not show you upholstery cleaning because basically it's just going to be the same as if we were using cleaning the floor, except for it uses the other tip, the smaller tip right here. Make sure, the main thing is making sure you have it hooked up right. If you're cleaning, the cleaning will go in here. This piece will plug into here. If you're sweeping, it will go into here. Sweeping or cleaning, we'll use this one. If you're wanting to use the blow function to blow something out, it's this top one. That's all you got to remember. Blowing, sweeping. Also vacuum cleaning will also be this one. Anything that requires sucking, we'll use this one. Main thing also you have to remember is use the right filter for the right thing. Anything that has to do with doing wet, you're going to want the plain filter. It's not here now because it's drying out. And anything that does sweeping, you're going to want to use this filter. If you get this filter wet, you're probably going to ruin it. These things will tend to fall apart. But as long as you remember in your head, switch back and forth. Wet is the plain one. Sweeping is this one. Did a really good job of cleaning. I like that. Sweeping was just fine as well. Really like the fact that you can just quick change everything. You can make this shorter or longer. Just make sure you click these into place. They release quickly just by pushing a button. I like this unit. I like all the features that it comes with it. A lot of different things you can do. Most wet dry vacs do not have the function where you can clean with your and suction at the same time. So I really like that as well. I do recommend this. It's basically a wet dry vac with the cleaning option, which is hard to find. Really like it. Definitely would recommend it.